Welcome. With so much beautiful, good energy, I want to tap into the vibe and see what's going on. It feels good. It feels more. It's not just like good, like, oh, rainbows and sunshine. It's like, it feels like anything is possible. There was a few songs that I did get earlier today, and I thought, yes, this is that moment. I don't remember what they were now, especially two. But they were high vibing songs, like basically high confidence. You should do that this weekend. What do we have here? The nectar. So Spirit's saying that's what I'm feeling, the nectar. Let's read what the nectar is about. The medicine, the elixir, the garden. Let's see, I'm not going to read all of it. The golden nectar is the drink of immortality, and like its sister substance, soma, is known to activate subtle intelligent forces that ease the mind, body, and spirit. Though esoteric, these images lead us to the central energy of this archetype, the sweet, potent, heavenly essence that lubricates our spirit back to life. The nectar card calls us to identify and relish in places, practices, people, and activities that regenerate and heal. Medicine is needed, and it comes in subtle form that you may be overlooking. Seek the most sensuous, fragrant flower in the garden you have forgotten. Don't underestimate this remedy. It is said when someone has activated this substance within, it is reflected in their shimmering eyes. Glowing, relaxed, subtle illumination. So it's like a sweet drink, an elixir, and it regenerates you. Your spirit comes back to life. So yeah, feeling high vibe, feeling high energy, feeling confident, feeling like lively, vibrant is the only word I can say. I just did a Leo reading, and I was saying that this is Leo season, and I think this is like just the beginning of feeling like this. We may be in for a whole season of feeling like this. This will be so awesome. So, okay, the nectar, the sweetness. I'm going to go right to the tarot and dig into the sweetness and see what is, what more can we get on it. Couldn't even get going yet. The Hermit within. The nectar did talk about inside, like deep down inside, the nectar within. Okay, so going within to find that sweetness. They're not waiting. I'll put them back in. Too many. Okay. Hermit. Cards are very ready. Okay, calm down. Ace of Swords, truth and clarity, going within for truth, for clarity, for the source of truth and clarity, an awakening, because the Ace of Swords could be like an aha moment of truth, a spiritual awakening or so. Let's see. Going within, yeah, because we have 10 of Cups. That's like, when I see it like this, I mean like nirvana, you know, like paradise bliss. Okay. Just gonna hop around, see what we get. I saw North Node. Not only are we having a full moon in Aquarius, but the North Node is going into Aquarius, or already did. I think on the 26th, starts on another few days. But we're in the window. A lot of good feelings going on from these things. And the cosmos, the earth comes out. Embrace sustainable practices that honor the earth's rhythms, and let your choices reflect a deep reverence for the environment that sustains all life. Yeah, this is pretty much something at the forefront of our world right now. If you did, and if you were able to ignore the earth's cry, needs, stop signs, I've had enough. Now I don't think you can anymore. No matter where you live, it can't be ignored. Changes have to be made. So this age of Aquarius that I just mentioned is very much about that. It's very much about changes in the environment, and humanity are very much a part of that age of Aquarius. So yeah. Pluto, there's something going on with Pluto conjunct with the sun, or conjunct with Jupiter, or both of them, or something like that. But okay, Pluto, your willingness to confront the darkness within you opens the gateway to profound healing and soul evolution. Let the transformation begin. I'm going to get one more on that. So being open to things within you, with that hermit looking within, so that you can find the sweetness. Before you get to the sweetness within, you might stumble across something you don't want to see, or something you weren't looking for about yourself. But facing it head on and deciding, okay, it's better that I see it for what it is, that it's illuminated to me. And this full moon, yeah, even though it's not in Scorpio, it's in Aquarius, but any full moon is going to show you illuminate your emotions, and especially shadows, things that need to be, the darkness that needs to be cleaned up or looked at. So don't be afraid, embrace it as an opportunity. Like, now I see it. Now I know what I got to work on, because most likely it's holding me back in money or love or somewhere in my life. You don't want that. So why not just embrace it? But let's get more on that. What could be some... Discover your life purpose. This is the time. We're all doing it. If you don't know it and haven't been working on it, you will know now, because it's kind of much like, again, everything is in alignment for you to know, for you to dive in, for you to work on that purpose, to live in it, to bask in it. I shouldn't even say work on it, for you to embrace it, for you to feel like, finally, this is what fills me up. So you discover your life purpose. So by doing this, confronting the darkness within you, you may stumble upon your life purpose. Oh, and sadness. You may experience some sadness, whatever is going within. And looking at any darkness that's going on, maybe some memories that you try to stuff down, or some disappointments that you try to tell yourself don't matter, but they really do matter to you. Something you want, but you feel like it's out of reach. So you tell yourself, I don't want it. But all the while, it's really stifling your happiness because you're keeping yourself from going after what's possible by telling yourself it's not possible. It's always possible. Dreams, yeah, your dreams. Going after your dreams is very important. With soul purpose, sadness, and dreams out here, that's what you really are going to be. Soul searching, shadow working, looking within to see why are you not fulfilled. You know, if it is, I know one person who wanted to, I don't even remember what they wanted to be honest, but I just remembered I'm saying, you know, I don't have the patience for school. I don't have the patience. And I'm like, but you never tried it. Take one course and see how you feel. And maybe, you know, you might enjoy it. Because everybody has an idea of what college is like. But until you're at 10. Now, I'm not saying it's necessary for everyone. But I also say that if it is the one thing keeping you from a long life dream, I don't think you should let that stop you. That you think you wouldn't be able to do it. Of course you can. Of course you can do it. And enjoy it. Especially if it's in something that you always wanted. Suppose you always wanted to study and really, you know, work in art in the Renaissance period specifically. It might bore somebody else to tears to learn about those painters of those times. But for you, you'd be fascinated and hanging on every word, you know. And you need that degree because you know, they won't let you work in the top museums without it, for instance. I'm just saying, don't let anything stop you from doing what you want to do. Especially if it feels like it's your calling. And you know it's your calling. I'm going to get an angel message from an unusual deck. Why I say unusual? Because it's not dedicated to angel messages. For the collective, based on anything we've covered here tonight. Any final words? Thank you. And we get forest harmony. Immerse yourself in the harmonious energies of the forest, finding balance amid the trees. So if you don't know what to do and you're feeling imbalanced about like what you want to do in life, talking about your purpose, I mean, Spirit's saying pretty much just have some solitude in nature. And I think that way the divine can connect to you better. I know that the divine can connect to you better in nature, but trying to get you alone with nothing but the trees and, you know, the forest around you. If you really want to soul search, especially if you're feeling at your wits' end, it may require something that may seem drastic to you. Maybe you're someone who's never sat amongst the trees. You've never been alone outside. This is not your cup of tea. I think that's why it's called for you to do that. Let's get another one, angels. I get to. I'll combine the message. Iridescent illumination is coming out with flowing waters. Bask in iridescent illumination, allowing your inner light to shine through in vibrant hues. Dive into the fluidity of water, allowing its gentle currents to guide you through emotional depths. Yeah, the moon always reminds me of a time of cleansing, filling up like water. The tides rise, the waters in you rise. It's an emotional water cups, moment. So you may feel very emotionally deep right now, going through something about your purpose and why are you here and what's stopping you and that kind of thing. Not feeling fulfilled. And then we have coming out with that basking iridescent illumination, allowing your inner light to shine through in vibrant hues. That's telling me you might have a calling that's very unique, or the way that you express yourself in that calling is unique. Suppose you are a hairstylist, but nobody else designs or flows with hair like you do. I've mentioned painting before. That sure is colorful. But whatever it is you do, the divine is saying, go deep within. Face why you think that you shouldn't do this unique calling or express yourself uniquely. What is it? And really kind of wrestle with it. Like, okay, so what if I do this? And that might turn to I am going to do it and nothing's going to stop me, especially during this Leo sweet season where you are going to be able to borrow from that confident, big energy and move past any fears that you have. I think that is what is going on here. This is a good time for you to wrestle with whatever it is that's stopping you or holding you back. And with that, enjoy your calling, and I will see you in the next one.